Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Phoebe Grace. Thank you guys so much for being with me this week. And those who are new, welcome to my channel. I would love to have you here. My channel is just for encouragement, to encourage those in Christ to just step up and be leaders. I'm going to be encouraging everyone and individuals through Bible stories and scriptures, and also just talking about different type of things in life, whether it's career, whether it's school, whatever you have going on. We can always use these scriptures, these stories, and just life experiences to help encourage us on our walks with Christ. So I wanted to talk to you guys this week about universities, colleges, and trades. And I just wanted to encourage you all that sometimes, I know with today's pressures in the world, we feel like we have to go to college, or we feel like we have to go to like an Ivy League school, right, to make big money. And sometimes that's not always the case. Yes, it is good to get an education. Yes, it is good to go to school, but there's so many different avenues of you learning and picking up a skill, and also using that skill to be able to make money. So I wanted to just talk to you guys about universities and trades. And trades are basically very similar to like going to school, but instead you're taking up a specialized skill and doing that for a short period of time, so that way you can get out and go into the real world and use that skill to make money. Trades sometimes can be an electrician, it can be a welder. Sometimes they consider nursing degrees, nursing certificates as a trade as well. You have insurance adjusters. There's just so many different areas of trades that you could take up and be able to make enough money to provide for you and your family. And then when it comes to universities, those are 4-year degrees, meaning you have to go to school for 4 years and take up a major. And majors range from a lot of different things. You could take up history, science, biology, agriculture. It just depends on whatever it interests you. For me, I've taken up a lot of different things. I've taken up biology. I've taken up emergency management, forensic science, criminal justice. So there's like so many things that you can get into. And these are just a few of background courses that I have taken, or some majors that I have taken to increase and enhance my knowledge and skills to help me out in the real world. And then with universities, you will also probably might have to take out loans. Sometimes you might be able to get scholarships. So it just depends on what works well for you and what works well for your financial situation as well. And also you have community colleges. You have 2-year colleges where you can actually go kind of similar to a university. You can go and take up a specialized skill major, and then you can get your two-year degree and then move on to something else. Sometimes people like to go to a junior college before and then move into a university, so that way they can just finish off their major. For instance, if you wanted to take up history in a junior college, and you want to go to your junior college to get your basics as far as like math, English, science, and then move on from that 2-year degree and actually go into your major of history, you can do that. And you will also take up a couple of your history major courses in your junior college, but you'll go full force with your bachelor's degree, which is your university. So it just depends on whatever works for you and whatever best works for your financial situation. So I just wanted to also just talk about so many different other financial pieces to this, because you don't always have to take out student loans. You don't always have to just do those type of things where it will put you in like major debt. There's so many other options out there. There's scholarships, there's internship programs that also will help pay, give you extra money in your pocket to help pay for your courses. Then you have work study, campus work study, which is when you're staying on campus, you can actually work for the school, and they'll just pay you like a monthly or every 2 weeks payment. It may not be much, but it will still help. It will still help during your time on campus. There's so many different options when it comes to scholarships. There's so many different platforms where you can look for scholarships and do essays and win essays. And from those essays, if you do win, you can win money for scholarships. There are also internships that sometimes start off as part-time, and it will actually become full-time or become a permanent job. It just depends on how well you work and how well you are at that job. An experience that I had is actually starting off with the internship, and from that internship I actually offered a part-time job. And from there, it actually turned into a salary position. So you just never know where internships will take you and how they would lead you into the next season of your life. And I do encourage you all to just look into different internships for your major. It doesn't have to be, you know, in what I went for. I actually did my internship in agriculture and microbiology because at the time that was my major. And I also did an internship with the University of Georgia studying fruit flies, which is computational biology, which is basically studying the genes of fruit flies. So it's just like so many different areas that you can get into. So once you decide what major you want to major in, and if this is the major that you really want to do, you can immediately start looking for internships, volunteer experiences that will help you to gain the experience and additional money to help you through college. Another thing I wanted to talk about is fellowships. Fellowships are basically also opportunities, short-term opportunities that can give you leadership skills, leadership experience in your career field. And sometimes those also turn into permanent positions as well. But you usually get fellowships right after you graduate college, or like in between, like the transition phase of you getting ready to leave college and going into the career world. Sometimes fellowships turn into permanent positions, and they actually help you to move on further in your career. Another organization that I would like to talk about is AmeriCorps. AmeriCorps is a great independent organization that's ran by the state government. And in AmeriCorps, you actually would be serving those in your local communities from a range of different areas. You could do emergency disaster, nursing, law. It's just so many different areas that you can serve your community. Even working at nonprofit organizations to help increase the livelihood of those in local communities that might be dealing with a lot of different things, even dealing with inequity, right? So in that, with AmeriCorps, they even also pay for, like, if you have a child while you're in college, or if you have a child at this time, they will also pay for childcare sometimes. They will also pay you a monthly stipend to go along with the volunteer work that you are getting. And once you complete your service, which service usually lasts for about a year, once you finish that service, they will also give you scholarships. Sometimes scholarships range from maybe $1,000 to $3,000, depending on how many hours of service that you do with AmeriCorps. You'll be able to get a scholarship at the end. Sometimes scholarships can exceed more than $5,000, and that will also help pay for school as well. So also just looking into those different options. So looking into internships, looking into AmeriCorps to see what job opportunities they have that can help you grow and expand on your knowledge and your leadership skills, as well as being able to put money in your pocket, as well as getting you a scholarship for school. You also have PeaceCorps, and PeaceCorps trains and develop volunteers to provide international development assistance. And in this case, sometimes those who work for PeaceCorps actually travel across internationally, and they help other countries when it comes to different humanitarian things that they might need. And this is actually a great opportunity because you're getting an opportunity to see the world. You're getting an opportunity to travel and see other countries, but in the return, you're serving other countries in their humanitarian crisis and the things that they might need. And this will be a great experience. So you have AmeriCorps, you have PeaceCorps, you have fellowships that can help you transition from graduating from college into your career. And those sometimes turn into permanent positions, okay? And then you also just have your internships. Next, I would like to talk about Teach for America. This is a great opportunity and a great organization as well. You'll actually be able to apply for Teach for America. You have to usually have a GPA of 2.5. And you also will have to have a bachelor's degree. It could be a bachelor's degree in anything, but long as you meet the regular standard eligibility, you should be good to go, and you should be able to apply. And then with this, you will actually be going into small local communities, and you'll be actually teaching children. Majority of the schools that you'll be teaching in are in areas where there's low income and children of color. minority communities, right? So you'll be able to serve those in minority communities and low poverty areas, and you could actually be doing something and serving, you know, those in your local community. They will always place you wherever you're needed, so you probably won't ever really get to choose where you want to go, but it'll be where you're most needed. So they can send you anywhere within the United States to help with teaching and help increase equality for all children in those different areas, in those different minority communities, in those low poverty communities. So that is also a great experience too, especially if you want to be a teacher, if you want to you know, just get experience in teaching and actually start off somewhere. Even if you can't get into teaching, that would be a great opportunity to look into. So look into Teach for America. Volunteering is also something that you can get into to help increase your experience and your skills in whatever career field that you want to get into. So a lot of times when you're looking for a job after school or even during school, sometimes you might run into a lot of jobs. Employers, they might say that you need experience or you need these certain type of skills, and I encourage you all to just look into just looking at that career field that you want to go into and looking at the list and saying, okay, what is it that I need? What are the things that I need to take to get me to that point? What are the things that I need to increase my skills in to get me to the field that I want to get into? So sometimes doing it takes you volunteering to get the experience that you need and being able to put that on your resume as a resume builder. And just know that all of these experience, when it comes to internships, when it comes to volunteering, when it comes to fellowship, all these different opportunities to grow in your career and get experience is basically helping you build your resume so that way you can be a better candidate. Okay, after doing some research, I found a top list of trades that actually make pretty good money. And just to name a few, you have construction managers, you have dental hygienists, you have radiation therapists, welders, havoc technicians, home inspectors, also insurance adjusters, also one. I also have a insurance adjuster license, so this is definitely a great trade to go into. You also have electricians, landscape designers, and plumbers. So these are just a list of great trades to get into. And also know that if you're don't be gender biased about the different types of trades that are out there, because these trades are for everyone. Just because you know, you see electrician doesn't mean that you can't be a great woman technician, or just because you see a radiation therapist doesn't mean, as a guy, doesn't mean that you can't be a great radiation therapist, right? So these trades are open for everyone, and there needs to be diversity. There needs to be different diverse people in these fields. So just knowing that whatever interests you, if you want to go for it, I say go for it. You know what I mean? So really just consider and sit down and think about what it is that you want to do. What path do you want to take, and how do you want to go about handling, you know, the financial situation of you getting your education? And also know that there is so much free education out there. There's so many things that you can teach yourself. There is an app called Libby where you can actually use your library card to check out a book online. So it's just like so many different things, so much free education. And know that there's YouTube, there's always libraries where you can get free books. Google, there's just so many different things. So even if you feel that you still don't have the money, or you still don't have the bandwidth to you know, get scholarships or apply, and you get rejected from these opportunities, it's still more opportunity out there for you to learn. It's so much free education. So always stay encouraged. Always know that God is always directing your path, and do what's best for you. You know what I mean? And don't feel the pressures of the world. Don't feel that you have to always just follow what the world is doing. And know that there's so many other ways to make money. Real estate, just so many different things, you know. And I just want you guys to know that. And just also stay encouraged. And if there's something else that you want to know, if there's something else that you want me to go deep into when it comes to universities, trades, colleges, internships, fellowships, whatever it is, just let me know and I would be happy to do another video. So this is what I had for you guys this week. I just wanted to encourage you guys and let you know that there's so many other different options out there other than just going to universities and going to colleges, but there's also trades and there's also certifications that you can take to get you to the career field that you want to get, so that way you can provide for yourself and your future family. I really hope that my wisdom and my experiences from what I've learned from colleges, universities, and taking up trades have helped you. And I hope that you use this information to move forward and guide you into whatever it is that you want to do after high school, even going into college, and even going from college into your career. Just sitting down and actually thinking about what it is that you want to do and how can God lead you to that career path that you want to do. So I really hope that you guys have enjoyed the video this week. I will be having more videos coming out soon, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And those who joined today, thank you so much for joining. This is a safe space. If there's anything that you guys want to hear or anything that you want me to go even deeper into, please feel free to put it in the chat. I'm here. I'm just gonna be sharing it all. So take care. Bye. Peace.